Hey folks, it's me, China Guitar Skeptic, with a video entitled 20k Q&A. Yes, in this little Q&A episode, I'd like to say a huge thank you to everybody who's supported me over these past nearly 4 years, and I've finally reached 20,000 subscribers. Thank you to everybody who continues to support and watch. I thought as a special, I would make a little announcement of something which we were already looking at doing, and also just to do another Q&A for you so that I can answer some of the questions that I haven't got around to answering. So I'll do that first, and then I'll show you the little bit of news at the end. So let's go over, and here we go. So just going to go through the first couple of pages. JK House of Harleys, thanks for that. Awesome guitars, all of them. They're talking about the new MT1 and Pete's build. Getaways and guitars, good work, mate. Would carpet not be better to deaden the room? Oh, this is about the studio. Yes, carpet is great, but what I want to try and do is keep the room as flexible as possible. So I'm intending to use rugs and drape and what have you in there when I need to record. So that's the reason I've left it available so that I can use some of the reflections if I want to. No, I haven't put the HDMI cables in for the projector. I'm going to run those over the top because it's all going to be very, very modular and movable feast in there. So no, I've not done that. James Powlett, this is on the Gibsons. You should be fine for even buying Gibson Chinese. Ooh, bleep. Well, James, I've explained many times why it is that I've bought them to show people, and I haven't bought one with a trademark infringing logo on it for 3+ years. So, hey, trying to warn you and give you the option with the MILTON guitars of buying something else. Bitch Guitar, should have spent your money on a new sofa, mate. Yeah, thanks a lot. Sofa's gone now, actually, since I moved, and it's gone to our good friends. Dave's in Texas. Yeah, I'm looking forward to catching up with you, Dave, as ever. Really support you and your channel, and can't wait to talk to you a bit more about the little exciting projects we've got coming up. The buzz on the K24 sounds like loose bracing. Yeah, it did a bit, but it isn't. It was the tuning pegs, the tuners, the headstock. One of those was rattling. The back seemed laminated. Oh, absolutely. Laminated back without a doubt lock. Fat lip. Whoever the seller, aka that you got this from, expects you to raise a dispute and offer you a discount on the next. Yeah, that's true. They do expect that to an extent, but that's not to say that's the right way about things. They should get the guitars right in the first place. The charting Martin was okay, actually. Andrew Nowland, I think people think this guy is a bit mean, but he seems pretty cool, mate, to me. Oh, this is the real life seller that I met, and his name is Jason J, and he's still selling guitars, and in fact he is responsible for Black Cat guitars, and I want to do a bit of a video on those pretty soon because I've been invited to review some Black Cat guitars, but I've laid down some pretty stringent stipulations before I'll do that, and I'll explain that to you in another video. Tiger Balm said, that's the coolest blue, my favourite colour I've ever seen, nothing like it out there. You should trademark the colour or something. It was sell just on the colour. That's the blue MT1. And another one about the MT1. Jack Butler says, please do the Explorer. I've been debating on buying a Chinese one based on problems I've seen with other guitars. Well, Jack, I was going to save it until the end of this video, but let me show you something, my friend. I've placed the order today for the James Hetfield ESP copy, white. But as you can see here, I have asked for please ensure no trademarks, ESP or made in Japan on this guitar. Please send completely blank. Thank you. So, yeah, I have done that, and it is on its way. So looking forward to unboxing that for you all soon and letting you know what it's like. So, Jack, you're going to get your wish. Remo, wow, that's a great studio you're building there. I've ordered my first Chinese guitar with my own logo on it. Thanks a lot for your videos. They've helped out a lot. Take care, man. Take care of yourself, and thanks very much. Yep, really enjoying building the studio. I'm really glad that some of my videos have helped you. Thanks for all your support and kind words. Padio Lantern, the farting sounds decent, but ... Okay, yeah, fair enough. The Martin, I didn't change the strings on it before I demoed it. There's one there. How are you? I would like to know what Chinese brand do you buy from? Thanks. I never promote the Chinese brands or the sellers. I buy on AliExpress and I use various different sellers, and there's tons of my videos out there and tons of other people's, and the forum at chinaguitarsceptic.com where you can find out all the information you need not to get ripped off in China. So I'll leave you to go and have a look at that. Buen video, that's in Spanish. Sorry, I can't respond to that at the moment. I'll need to look it up. Yeah, those suck, man. This is about the original Maggie PRless. I have one that's $300. Wish I had that $300 back. If anything, you should sell them as their own thing, not copy. They should sell them. But an Epiphone guitar is way better quality than any of these. Yeah, these are pretty mediocre, exactly as you say there, Jonathan. Then we've got cheating to win the Harley Benton gear. Crap for crap. Yeah, that's of course the Harley Benton fraud. Matt East, the little cheat. Yeah, well, if you have to cheat to get something like that, then it's a pretty sad state of affairs, isn't it? This was advertising for Chinese guitars, and that man's means was actually opposite to what he says in the video. Nope, I don't promote or sell or encourage you to buy. I suggest doing your research and thinking very hard about wasting your money. Anthony, hello Anthony, good to see your comments, mate, as always. Great work, mate, looking fantastic. Thanks for the update. That's on the studio again. There's another studio update coming soon because it's almost complete. In fact, it is complete inside. It's only outside that it's still needing some decking around it, but I'll give you another update on that soon. Another one of Mitzi year on, sweet, thank you. J Ross 68052. Les Paul's rule, always thought that the black paint inside the cavities was grounding paint. Are there any benefits to lining it with foil? I was going to reply then. I thought that was more. Never had any grounding issues on the Les Paul guitars I've owned over the years, and they all just had black paint stuff in the cavities. Yeah, that's great. The Gibsons do, but the Gibsons do not. And those that do is only rubbish. So actually all guitars will benefit from a foil Faraday cage inside the control cavity if it's grounded, because it will just assist in preventing any crosstalk or electrical interference into the pickups. One about the EL84 JJ tubes. They sound good. They're not made as well as other products like Sovtech IME. Don't put them in combos because they rattle off. Thank you for that. Well, obviously the orange isn't. It's just a head. None I've received are broken. They just have loose parts inside and jingle like nails in a Coke can when you turn up the volume. Well, they've been brilliant in the little orange amp. So that's all cool. Not a bad review, but this was my first Harley Benton, the SG Angus Young type. That AC/DC attempt was painful. I know. I'm still embarrassed about that. I can play it better now. I might do it on another video. Thomas Tommy, doesn't the front of the guitar bother you? The one side is darker than the other. They're supposed to be like two matching bookends. That's the D45 again. Yeah, it did bother me, and it's not something you'd expect on a very, very expensive Martin guitar. So obviously, clearly shows the difference. They're saying, somebody here, Red Coat 66, it's made in the same factory where they skin and boil the dogs. Oh, how very nice. Susan Sparazza. When I was living in Tennessee, my Gibson was in the plant when released. I left tags and chalk marks on it left in the case, not for sale. Plant was raided of Eric Holder's friendship with GE, Fender only in America. I think what you're saying there is that you don't think much of Gibson and that only buy Fenders in the US. Well, everybody should try guitars out at their local guitar store and buy what feels nicest for them to play. Sergey X, I know this is an older video, but don't do the slider selection. The toggles are better. I use the toggles, and that's absolutely what I've gone with, and I agree with you. And the other one is, any chance you get one of those Milton models made without string trees and use staggered tuners like Shure does, and maybe add access heel in the back like the Fender Elite series? I'd totally buy one. Love that trem. Is it a Wilkinson? Yes, it is, and I like those ideas. In fact, it would be good to have the strings go straight through the nut and to the tuning pegs on a slight break angle. That's where PRS gets it absolutely right, and where Gibson And to an extent, on some Fenders, they don't get it right. Fenders because there's no break on the headstock angle, and Gibsons because their strings splay out, which means that they aren't going straight through the nut, which makes them bind. Bad design, but Paul got it right. Paul Reed-Smith, nice one. Lord Raptor, Gibson is overpriced junk. The Epiphone brand is far superior to Gibson. Well, that is your opinion, and I'm sure it's shared by many. I couldn't comment because I don't own either at the moment. I have played both. Like them both equally. And the Chinese guitars don't really compare. Wild Beast, that reverb sounds fantastic. Well, thank you very much. Glad you like it. Hello, how do I pay with AliExpress? I just put through my credit card. I didn't want to send wire transfer. Thank you, Debbie. Well, Debbie, yes, you can pay, and it's protected by escrow through AliExpress, so you can pay on your card with relative peace of mind. But I would always suggest buying a prepaid credit card, and then that way they can only take what's in it. Anyway, that's my opinion. Andy Faith No More guitarist. I love it. I think it's a good guitar, especially for a beginner. That's about Mitzi, the purple one. Had a lot of trouble with that guitar in terms of Gibson taking it down off YouTube. I lost half of my YouTube revenue from losing that, and still hasn't recovered. But hey, you know, I'm not doing this for the money. It all helps to fund what I'm doing, but it's not what it's about. But it was a shame. We had real trouble with that. And then Paul, it's great. You might need help with the acoustic. Give us a call. I'll be sure, Paul, to give you a call if I need any help at all. JVin248, scale length, the number of frets, impact placement of the pickups under the strings, and that affects tone. Very true. Pots and caps affect the pickup tone. Very true. So get some spares and replace those before swapping pickups. Sometimes a different microfarad cap can make all the difference, shifting the pickup's resonant frequency. True. Regular factory spec pots have 20% max min range, and just that variation can alter bright or dark. I totally agree with you. There's so much that affects the tone of a guitar. And the least of all is the wood. But the pickups and the electronics do with electric guitars. Rick Williamson, Gibson, Paul Reed-Smith, etc. Overpriced. Fenders going the same direction. If you want a good instrument, find a local luthier. If you're going to pay such large amounts of money, you might as well get one that's handmade, custom, and exactly what you want locally. Totally agree. What a great idea. And actually, not knocking the big brands, but if you're going to pay out for the big brands, you might as well have something you want made exactly the way you want it. And in fact, if I can make sure this seller in China is really good, we may be able to do that in China, folks. Watch this space. Are you having a laugh? Is he having a laugh? That's the name of the person. I have the same amp, also said some similar issues. Check inside for coins. Believe it or not, kids can fit coins between the faceplate on. I think that was to do with my GLX85 or the Valvetronics VT30. I've fixed both of them, actually. They're both working, and both of them were loose wires. Dan Nullmeyer, does this even look anything like a Martin D45? LMAO, we know what that stands for. Well, fair enough. Your experience of that is probably better than mine. And at the end of the day, you get what you pay for, and you're not going to get a D45 in China for under 300 quid or $300. Randy Rowell, bravo, you're doing an outstanding job. I look forward to these updates. Absolutely love your YouTube page and the way you manage it. Not a fan of negative comments in inappropriate language either, and kudos to you for not allowing them. I also have a thank you for that. I really appreciate that, and I'm glad that other people share my opinion on that. There's no need for bad language. There's no need for being rude or impolite or bullying other people online. It's just very sad, and I leave that to the trolls and ban them from my channel. So thanks for recognising that, Randy, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the videos as a result. You've got a project studio so you feel my pain. Yeah, it is, but reaping the rewards is great when you do it yourself. You record and mix and do some graphic work as well. Your studio is located inside the house. However, envious of the external facility, don't be envious. Come and join me. Come and have a play at some stage. Are you in the UK? Let me know. One bit of advice I would like to offer, hesitantly because I don't think you need advice, you're very sweet, is name your studio if you haven't done so already. Now, that's a really good idea. Answers in the reply down below, please, in the comment section. If you've got an idea for the name for my studio, I'd really like to name it. So, Randy, if you want to be one of the first to come back with one, that would be absolutely super. Keep up the fantastic work, and thank you for sharing the pitfalls, triumphs and progress. Very much appreciate it. Well, you're most welcome, Randy, and thank you so much for your kind comment. George Lackey, looking good, but I see a serious shortage of electrical receptacles. There are 8 double plugs in there, 2 external double plugs, and enough additional spare fuse sockets to put more in if we want them. At the minute, I think that's going to be plenty. You couldn't see it in all the videos, but they are there, and I'll show you a full empty studio tour very soon. In fact, probably the next video. Another one about the comparison between Epiphone and Entwistles. Nice comparison, thanks for this upload. Personally, I don't like Entwistle pickups, fair enough. I find the sound cold and much sharp. Yeah, I can agree with that. It is quite a rocky pickup, and it's very sharp and very percussive. I like the Epiphone Alnicos as well, and they do have a warmer and more fat sound, but that's your personal opinion. I totally agree with you. I'm looking to get hold of a set of Parsons Streets. I also quite like the Iron Gear pickups, so I may do a few more videos on pickups soon, and perhaps we'll use the Hetfield as a demo guitar. Carl, looking good, thank you very much, Carl. Matt, hello Matt, regular on the channel, looking good, thanks for the update, nice job on the floor. Well, thank you very much indeed. Yeah, it took me 3 hours and it was good fun, enjoyed doing it. Manuel, where can I buy it? KE24. You can buy it on AliExpress, but again, I'm not recommending it. Do your homework. Dale, hey Dale, another regular. Studio's looking great. My understanding is that type of laminate flooring is relatively easy to install, so I'm considering it for my kitchen. It is, but it's not always suitable for kitchens or bathrooms because it does puff up if it gets wet in the joints. So check with your supplier that that's okay, that it's actually suitable for kitchen and bathroom. As it happens, the one I laid is, but it's a slightly more expensive version. You can get very reasonably priced ones in the UK, and some of them are not suitable for wet floors at all. Dave in Texas, give me a shout. It's 11 a.m. in Texas. Oh, I think I did on that day, Dave. Great. Leo Lima, that's again, I'm sorry, that's foreign. I will try and respond to those privately. Mark, haven't you bought several fake Gibsons? That sure is one hell of a high horse you're sitting on. I've bought, with the logo on, 2 fake Gibsons, and one I've given away, and the other I still play. And, well, yeah, okay, I'm sitting on a high horse, but all I'm trying to do is give you the honest answers and politely let you know that it's not worth buying in China. If that's a bad thing, then, hey, my bad. Wicked Festa, looking good. Thank you very much. That's again about the studio. Lance Moss, my regular friend. Looking cool, man. Yes, thank you very much. Mick Nangle. Great job. Best of luck with it, bud. Thank you very much, Mick. Really appreciate that. Vocalist 1963, another regular. Thank you. It's looking good. Appreciate your comment. It's really kind. Starting to look good. This is from Stoist DK. Can't wait to see it finished with the furnishing and studio gear in. By the way, what was the 3D CAD program you used to draw and plan the project in? Well, that is Google SketchUp, and that's freely available. So go online, search it out, and you can do the same. So hope they find that useful. Chris Kent, eye protection dust mask would have been nice. HSE. Well, I used a dust mask. I didn't use eye protection because the guard on the saw was more than adequate for that, but I did use a dust mask, and if you pause the video you can see the white dust mask on. Always take safety seriously, folks, and yes, it probably would be a good idea to have goggles anyway, but thank you for that. Phil James, looking great, my friend. You watch, you don't damage those valuable, talented fingers. Valuable, talented, not so sure, but I don't want to damage my fingers. Thanks, Phil. Another regular. Really appreciate the comment and kindness. Eddie, love to do something similar myself one day. Go and do it, Eddie. It's great fun, and take your time. And enjoy doing it and find out all about it as you go. It's a great learning curve and something really worth doing, and I feel very, very strongly that it's in life we should do the things that we fancy doing and take our time and just give it a go. You can only try. Felipe Diogo, congratulations, mate. Looks really good, seriously good. Well, thank you very much indeed. Another good job, bloke. Thank you, Thunderbird. Caitlin Martin, looks great, thank you. Blaine, another regular, looking good, keep chipping away and it'll be done in no time. Well, it is pretty much done. I've got some decking to build outside, but I'll go into that in the next video. Steve Reynolds, that's an amazing space, great job, thank you, Steve. Akuno Tanga, thanks for taking the time to film this. Great to see the hard work, DIY ability required. Thank you very much. Another regular, JH Schofield. Hi, JH. Wow, it's really coming along, looking great. I really dig the lighting. Well, thank you. I really like that lighting. It's a 3-way switch. You've got either daylight, really bright, which is a blue tinge. You've got warm, which is a really yellowy tinge. And the one I've got it set on's in the middle. And it looks amazing. It's a really good mix of the two. Cruise 3, another regular. You're truly a jack of all trades. Yeah, master of none. Thanks, Cruise. Nice work. Thank you, my friend. Telepathic Traffic. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Looks nice and tidy, mate. Thank you, really appreciate that. And then Josh Brown, congrats mate, it looks great. Thank you, Josh. And Clay, hey, I must catch up for a chat soon. Looks great, you're doing a good job. We'll love to chat sooner than later. A lot of stuff's happened since we last chilled. Looks like it's all's well with you. Let's try and hook up on Google Chat soon. I've sent you a message today, Clay, and really would like to catch up with you soon. Terry Bear, my good friend Terry. Hey Terry, good to see your comment there, mate. Looks good, great bud. Thank you very much. James McDonald, you should look into getting office dividers. I've thought about that. Thanks to you, and I think it may be the way I go. I'm ignoring at the minute, but thank you for the suggestion, and it's made me look into it, and I really like the idea. Thank you. Jack Miller, you're doing a great work. FYI, each episode is complete when it's finished. It's your timeline. Thanks for your channel. I know I keep apologising for the length of time between videos, and actually I've made a new rule for myself. I will do the next video on my channel each time the current video hits 1,000 views. So the quicker they get watched, the quicker I'll make the next one. I've decided that will be my criteria, as my basic criteria. I probably won't make any more than one a week, even if they do get lots of views, but I'm waiting for each video to get 1,000 views before I move on. And then finally, Brian Savage, looking good. Top tip, knee pads are your friend when laying your floor. Totally. Wow, man. Yeah, I really had sore knees after those 3 hours. And it was good fun. And I really, really am enjoying putting the studio together. I'm really looking forward to bringing you the James Hetfield guitar. I've also just had the nuts through from China to do the electronic pickup in the D45. So lots of videos coming up. A huge thank you to everybody again that supported me up to this point where I've got 20,000 subs. Hope you're still enjoying it. I'm still enjoying making these videos for you. Until I'm back with another one, you take care, folks. And again, thanks so much. 20k.